Let's talk for a minute about what we mean by well-being. We think of well-being as a dynamic state. It's ever-changing. Yet it's a state of equilibrium wherein we possess the internal capacities to deal with life's external challenges. So when you think about your internal capacities, there's probably a sense within you somewhere that you have certain aspects of yourself that if they were strengthened and if they were whole and if they were integrated, you would be able to handle whatever's going on out in the world. When those internal capacities aren't strong and integrated, then it's easy to get knocked off your balance. It's easy for the stress, the anxiety, the emotional trauma, the politics, the media, everything going on in the world, the triggering in the classroom with one student or another. If you don't have the internal capacities to know how to stay grounded and stay centered, then you're not in a state of well-being because you're suffering more than you have the capacity to be able to navigate. And so the heart of well-being for us is this internal-external integration. Can we find a way to strengthen those internal capacities so that you can then show up fully in your external life, in the classroom, with the normal challenges that life brings you? To us, this is the pathway to unlocking your true potential. Each of us has this sense of how much we're capable of, and oftentimes we're only bringing a fraction of that potential. There are too many anchors tied to our heels, pulling us down, holding us back, causing us self-doubt, creating conflict internally, that we're just not able to bring all of our best selves. We believe that the road to this integration and to this full potential is through greater wholeness. Wholeness for us involves elevating 4 aspects of yourself. The first is your spirit. Human spirit is not a religious concept. Human spirit is that part of us that feels a sense of purpose. It's our intuition, our imagination, our feeling of being connected to something bigger than ourselves, feeling interconnected to other things. It's a non-cognitive capacity that has to be expanded for you to feel like, yes, there is some other aspect of me beyond my rational thinking mind that is quite profound, and it provides guidance, a sense of purpose and mission for me in my life. And I don't know how to describe it other than it's that essence of the human spirit, our true nature. Another aspect of self that we have to bring into the world in a healthy way is our heart. It's our emotions, it's our feelings, it's our ability to process them in a healthy way. Many of us are very in touch with our emotions as educators. We're an empathetic group, yet the ability to set healthy boundaries between ourselves and others in the classroom, the ability not to take on the trauma that we come in contact with every day, the ability to show up emotionally present for our kids is really hard. And so we're going to talk a lot about the aspects of how to develop emotional regulation and resilience and boundaries, and how to process self-compassion in a way that restores you. A third aspect of wholeness is our mental capacities. This is the muscle that we're all most comfortable with in a traditional instructional delivery process. It's the rational, cognitive, mental systems thinking of what's going on. How do I teach this concept better? What do I think is right? Our brains are spinning all the time. In fact, nowadays, I think this is a muscle, an aspect of self that we overuse. There's a lot of cognitive, rational processing and stories and dialogues happening all the time. So it's important in our process for wholeness that we learn to discern between facts and stories, that we learn to look through multiple perspectives, that we learn to step up metacognitively and notice what we're thinking and how our thinking is shaping our actions. So all of this will be explored through the aspect of the mental or the cognitive thinking process. And then finally, the fourth aspect of self is the physical embodiment. At many levels, this is about sensations, being open to sensations and listening to your body, feeling comfortable in your body. And then beyond that, this is really knowing how to translate your beliefs into action with integrity, You know, how do you become an embodied agent of change? How do you live in a way where you're actually standing up for what you believe? So it's a translation beyond the sensations and the physical and the integration to really embodying and living the life that you want to live. So these four aspects, the spirit, the heart, the mind, and the body, together they create a sense of wholeness. To the degree that you can strengthen all of these and have them living in a healthy, harmonious way with each other, you're going to be able to bring all these aspects into your teaching, and you're going to be able to teach using all four of these aspects. And you're going to see a very different level of energy and confidence and connection happen between you and your kids when you really embody this. And for yourself, you're going to feel better. You're going to feel more whole. You're going to feel more connected. You're going to feel more alive. And so this is our definition of well-being at Millennium. And we're looking forward to exploring this with you together.